Dang, that looks pretty good. What is up? How's it going? It is your boy, Chaotic GGD 21, coming at you live with some light wind. It's a little bit chilly, but we are doing the dang thing, let me tell you. Welcome to the Chaotic Corner, episode number 7. I gotta stop getting so close to my cigar. Hopefully, you guys have been having a fantastic day because I have, and my day just got even better because now I'm off work. I am here doing the Chaotic Corner with you guys live. Oh man, these are good. I love these. So, before we get started, real quick, if you like what you see, you like what you hear, make sure you like, share, subscribe, ring the bell, know the bell, become one with the bell, so that way I don't have to come ring your bell because you didn't ring my bell. How about that? Today, we got a lot of stuff to kind of talk about. We even have a new topic that I'm introducing this week. So, how have you guys been? What have you guys been up to? How's the week been so far? Um, kind of do a little talking at you a little bit, or talking with you, not at you. Oh, it's been one heck of a day for me. I've been all over the place. I had to do a bunch of delivery stuff today, and it was just to one school, but they ordered so much stuff, and I'm like, oh. So I've got my wild turkey whiskey. Ooh, that's nice right there. And then on the other side of me, I got my sweet tea to help me get through this episode this fine evening. And if you guys have any questions at all during the stream, go ahead, ask away. I don't even care if it pertains to what we're talking about. Well, I mean, I would prefer that it pertains to what we're talking about, but you know the deal. So, first things first, we're going to start talking about sports. Oh man, I just had to get one more in there. So, your boys in Green Bay, they blew it. They could not hold their lead that they had against the New York Giants. New York Giants literally just marched down the field and came back, scored a field goal, and the game was over. I don't know what's more embarrassing, that Green Bay couldn't hold New York, or that my Houston Texans couldn't beat the New York Jets. So big day for New York. Both teams won. Good job. Congratulations. But oh my gosh, like it is ridiculous that a lot of these teams that are supposed to be good can't beat the mediocre teams. Now, my team, the Texans, you guys know, of course, that my team's the Texans, but you guys know that the Texans are kind of sort of in a rebuilding year. And so I think they've rebuilt pretty damn good. And I think they can actually go somewhere next year. I think because they are so cursed with injuries this like I don't know if it's like the Texans curse or something. I don't know. Like Matt Schaub put a curse on the team, or Bill O'Brien put a curse on the team before he left. I don't know what happened. But like everyone that's played for the Texans, like of course big name players, and you know some of the littler guys too, you know, they've all like come down with injuries. So like right now we have Tank Dell, he's down. I don't know if he broke his leg or injured his leg or something. He did something to his leg and he can't do nothing. So he's been out. CJ Stroud is in concussion protocol, and I guess he's still in it because I mean I know it's Wednesday right now, but I checked last night, which was Tuesday, and they said that he was still in concussion protocol. So I don't know if he's going to be ready to go by Sunday. Because I don't think the Texans have any more. I don't think we have any more Thursday night games. I think they only threw us on one, and was it a Thursday or Monday? I don't know. There's been so much stuff that's just been going on. I can't keep up with anything that's really going on. But anyways, that's what's going on with your Packers and your Texans. Hopefully, Green Bay. I mean, Green Bay had them; they just couldn't stop them. So maybe next week they'll work on what they helicopter. I'm trying to do a show here. Um, Hopefully, Green Bay can fix what they lacked, so to speak, and maybe the Texans can figure out how to keep their players healthy. In other football news, let's see. The Kansas City Chiefs would not stop shutting up about that offsides call. Now, granted, I think it was Monday night. I believe the Miami Dolphins receiver lined up in almost the exact same spot. But I don't know. I think Kansas City's receiver was a little bit more like, whoa, buddy. Like, hey, like you're literally foot's over the line. Had to bust out the John Goodman from the Big Lebowski. Your foe is over the line. Thankfully, nobody pulled out a gun. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. But anyways, like it's still something that I kind of agree with Patrick Mahomes and pretty much like the rest of the country that watches the game. You know, we're all sick and tired of these refs picking and choosing when they're going to start calling these penalties. Like if you're not going to call it all game, and if you're not going to, I mean, granted the receiver did not check with the referee. Normally I see the receivers when they line up, especially when they line up like way outside, they'll look at the ref and they're like, "Hey, am I good?" And the ref's like, "Yeah, whatever, you're good, whatever." Or if they're not good, they'll be like, "Back your ass up" or something. They'll say something. But apparently this didn't happen, and the Chiefs had a go-ahead touchdown for the win, and yeah, they didn't get the win because that penalty negated that touchdown. I will say that the referees still need to be held accountable because that literally changed the outcome of a game. Now, granted, it was very, very blatant that this guy was like lined up offsides on the offense. Blatantly, like it was good. Like I saw it and I was like, yeah, I would have called that. I don't think I would have let the play run and then decide to call it. I would have said, hey, or as soon as the ball was hiked, I would have just called it. And I would have been blowing my whistle. I would have been blowing whistles, banging heads, throwing hats, whatever, throwing my whistle at people to get the play to stop. So that way, you don't let the whole play work itself out. The other team score, the other team win, but then it gets negated because of that penalty. Like, I think they should have made a better effort to make sure that, hey, we're stopping the play because XYZ. You know what I mean? I like my other cigars better. I like the Diesel and the Gurkhas. I'm smoking the Dark Shark right now. I mean, they're good, but they're not as good as. I mean, they're good for the price, but I prefer smoking the Diesels or the Gurkha cigars. They're just the flavors there. I can sit outside. I never thought I'd enjoy being outside so much, and it like especially when it starts to get like super dark out here. I don't have any street lights, so I get to look up at the night sky and I get to see all the stars and all that stuff. It's neither here or there. All right, this thing looks like it's probably not going to burn evenly. We'll have to fix that later, but that's okay. Let's see. Oh, one thing that I will add to the Kansas City thing, and then we'll move on to our next topic, is that there's a lot of teams that will sit there and they will complain, they will bitch about a call or whatever, but they only complain about it if it's in their favor. So it's like you always see these receivers, they always want a pass interference call, or uh, 9 times out of 10, I usually see an offensive lineman holding somebody, and it's usually never called until, it is a game-changing play or a game-changing play. And I don't know, maybe that's just the couch referee in me. I don't know, but that's just kind of like how I see it. But like I said, was it last week or the week before? I think the refs just need to be held accountable, and everything just needs to be level across the board. Like, I don't care if it's your first year refereeing or if it's like your 20th year as an official. Um, like, like something needs to be done to where everything is just across the board, and hopefully they'll fix it next year, I guess. Because I mean, we're damn near almost done with the season, and we're almost getting into playoff mode. So might as well just let it all ride out this year, and hopefully get everything fixed next year. All right, so that is it for the crazy sports news right now. Oh wait, no, there is one more. But wait, there's one more. I'm gonna butcher the guy's name, so I'm not even gonna say. Well, I might say it so you guys at least know who I'm talking about. He was a pitcher, forgot where he came from, but he is now a LA Dodger, I believe he is. Yeah, he's a Dodger. His name is Otani. I want to say it's Otani, I think. This dude is getting paid. And I just wanted to give a shout out to him. Congratulations. Well deserved. I mean, when you're good at what you do, never do it for free. And this guy is getting paid for what he does. So I just hope that whatever money that he's earning, I know it's like 700 million over like 10 years. That was like a Patrick Mahomes deal. You know what I mean? So, uh, congrats to that guy. Maybe that'll make other pitchers around the league that, not that like they deserve it, but maybe it'll make them work a little bit more harder so that way they can earn and deserve all that pay. Because just paying someone just because, oh my gosh, next prodigy star, blah, 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 and then they're a complete, like, and that team just wasted all their money. It's like that Big Daddy movie where they wasted the good surprise on you. Well, guess what? We wasted all of our money on you. And yeah, that doesn't need to happen. Oh, you guys are taking off?
Yeah. Yeah. In
All right.
case you get locked out.
Oh, well, I didn't think you guys were going to be leaving so soon.
No, she did her green light.
You can talk loud.
She did her green light. We're gonna
Uh-huh.
go do that. When she comes back, she's gonna do her question.
All right, you guys be safe. All right. I don't know how loud that car is going to be, but we're going to move on to our next topic, which is gaming. And you guys know me, I love my games, and I also love God of War. And God of War Valhalla dropped yesterday. I would have not known about it unless somebody unless somebody knew about the Game Awards show that was going on that I had no idea was going on. Um, like I said yesterday in my stream, there's a guy. His name is Captain Cuba. I still don't know how to say his name. I watch his videos all the time. And if it hadn't have been for him, I probably would have not known that the award show was going on, or they were releasing the God of War this year. I didn't think they were going to release anything until next year, like around the springtime or something like that. Whoa, there's a big old gust of wind. And there went my phone. Everyone, oh no. At least here, all I got to do is just set my phone back up. When we're inside, it's a complete shit show. There's audio issues. I gotta finagle this and that and whatever. But anyways, right after the chaotic corner, we're gonna go inside and we're gonna be playing some more God of War Valhalla. It is fantastic so far. I haven't gotten too far into it, but so far it's kind of like they're meshing the Norse stuff, like the Norse pantheon, with the Greek pantheon because of Kratos' past and where he's at in his future. And I guess he's wrestling with the fact that Freya, I guess, is trying to recruit Kratos as the new god of war. Let me go get my notes because I can't do the show without it. All right, I'm just gonna hold on. You know what? I'll do one better. I'll just set my keys on there. But like I said, I think Kratos is wrestling with the fact of Freya wanting him to become the god of war for the Norse pantheon, or just be a god of war like Tyr, where he's peaceful, but he fights on behalf of people and for the people instead of his own ambition, which is kind of what turned him into the original god of war, and that's a path that he doesn't want to go back down. And so, and so it's kind of like showing a maturity of Kratos, but at the same time, he doesn't think that he's fit enough. Excuse me. He doesn't think that he's fit enough, or that he thinks that it's almost kind of like someone who's like an addict, and they go and they get clean, and you know, uh someone's telling them like, oh yeah, you can just have that one drink, or that one smoke, or that one whatever the beast was. And you know, even though that person is not ready, they still say, oh well, I think I'm ready, and then it just spirals them back down that dark path. That's what Kratos doesn't want to happen, and that's why he's vowed to kind of like give up this whole like god of war kind of thing, which I mean I can understand. But at the same time, like, we still have to figure out why he's in Valhalla. We still got to figure out who summoned him to Valhalla, and we still have to figure out how to move around in Valhalla. All we can do is just go through doors, and that's it. Like, there's other places that we can get to. I just haven't figured it out yet, so we just got to keep playing. So if you want to see some God of War gameplay, don't forget to stick around and hang out for that. I will be ending this stream in order to start that stream, and that stream will be back here on YouTube, and I will be live on Kick as well. Same name, Chaotic JGD 21. In other gaming news, the big, huge, huge gaming. Uh, I don't even know what you would like really call it. Like gaming expo or is like the biggest gaming thing that was ever around, and everybody every year could not wait for E3, because that's when the new games were going to drop. The biggest names in the gaming industry were going to drop stuff, whether it was DLC, new games, new content for, well, I guess that would fall under the DLC, but there's some people that came out with like free content to help like entice people to come into the game. And so E3 is going to be no longer. At least that's what I read on crap, I can't even give the site, the right site. I got to start writing this stuff down. But the article that I read, there could be more articles that might say different, or might have different or it might have more information than the one that I read. But from what I could gather from it was that during the spamdemic, you know, of course, people weren't, you know, allowed to go outside, and you know, people weren't allowed to mingle with people. You know, people couldn't, like, you couldn't do what you did before, and everybody was just so afraid, and You know, it was just there was some truth, and then there was some lie with some stuff, and that's all I'm going to say about that, because I don't want to get like I don't want my online career to die before it even starts. But through the years of the pandemic, spamdemic, whatever you want to call it, you know, people couldn't go anywhere. They tried to hold it virtually. That sucked balls. Um, and then was it this year or the year before? There were some big companies that started pulling out of the event altogether. And so they were losing a lot of funding from those bigger corporations. You know, Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo, you know, the big, would you say the big three? I thought there'd be I want to say there's another one, but I think those are the big three in gaming. You got Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo. And you know, when even just one of those big guys, when those big competitors kind of, I don't think they should have pulled out, but I think they should have done something to help elevate the E3 event experience. I think everybody should stop being so afraid and be able to go and do what they want to do, especially when it comes to gaming, because that was such a big part of everyone's life for like, was it like 10, 20 years, like however long E3 was around. Um, like, I really didn't start getting into the whole E3 experience until, I don't know, probably like 2010. So, you know, I was kind of a little bit late to the game, but even myself, I couldn't wait until the E3 came on. And back then there was I don't know if it's still around, but the G4 network, that's where I watched a bunch of stuff. Um, I believe YouTube was around, but it wasn't as big, I don't think. I don't know if a lot of like online like video stuff was like super big back then, but I think that's when it started to get a little bit bigger. So you had more advertising, more stuff like that. So, you know, being a part of all of that, you know, it sucks that it's not going to be around. And along with the big companies pulling out, there's also the digital age of like there's the digital age of marketing, and they're not selling physical copies of games anymore, which sucks, because there's still a lot of us that have consoles that require or they don't require the game disc, but we went out and we bought the consoles that have the disc drive, so that way if we wanted to, we could hold the game in our hand, we could stick it in and play the game. You know, that's what us gamers have been doing for like, I want to say 100 years, but I know that's way too much. But you know, it feels like it's been that long. You know, we used a floppy disk, played a game. Then it moved to a cartridge, put the cartridge in, didn't work, even though you weren't supposed to. Put it back in. You know, and then it went from the cartridge to the CD, and then it went from a regular like DVD disc to a Blu-ray disc because it held more data. And now I don't even know what we're at now. But the fact that everything and everyone wants to go digital because there's less of a hassle, you can just point, click, and boom, you've got it right there. I think that takes away from a lot of the nostalgia of gaming, and even with music as well. I mean, there's not a lot of people out there that that'll buy the CDs for bands, but at the same time, they'll listen to them on like Spotify or iTunes or Pandora or whatever they're listening to. So the digital age is like it's a blessing and a curse, you know. You know, it's a blessing to be able to have that stuff like right there at your fingertips, but it's a curse because it kills things like, you know, big gaming events like E3. And then there's other like gaming events that I can't think of off the top of my head that I know that happen, But if this is going to happen to E3, imagine how long it's going to take for all those other ones to kind of die down. Which, and speaking about music and bands and iTunes and stuff, brings me to our next topic, music. We are now 2 days away from our show at High Heat, and I am super, super excited. Even though it doesn't look like I am very, very excited. I'm just trying to like hold everything in so that way I can just release on show day, because oh man, because we need to have the best show that we possibly can. Uh-oh. That might have worked. I don't know. We'll see. If it goes out again, then, it's whatever. But, here we'll... There we go. We revived it. Doesn't taste as good because everything's just getting charred and burned, but that's why I don't really like these very much. But anyways, we're 2 days away from the show, getting ready for it, super excited, waiting for the day of the show so I can just release all of my energy into the show. Gonna go all out. There's gonna be 4 bands, be a family event kind of. You can listen to some great music while chomping on a burger or some wings or whatever. So you get your face melted and your ear holes all while you're chowing down. Friday is the release of Noxious CCHC album called Origins. We're going to have physical copies at the show. But if you are not here in Arizona, or even if you are in Arizona, but if you know where I am, don't leak it. But if you're not where I'm at, where I live, even though my information is probably out there somewhere, you can go check it out on Spotify, iTunes, YouTube Music, probably Pandora. I have no idea. Just whatever platform you use to listen to music, go search for Noxious, Noxious CCHC, and the album will come up, and enjoy. Let us know what you think. Go check out the band on Facebook, facebook.com/wearenoxious, and give us a like, give us a follow, and maybe if we can at some point, maybe we'll do some online orders for some CDs. I don't know. That's probably what'll happen down the road, but we're figuring it all out. Oh yeah, we saved it. Now, along with my band releasing an album out to the masses, I wanted to do something cool and shed some light on a few bands and or artists that are gonna have some stuff coming out early next year. I did get this off of a Wikipedia page, so there could be some truth, there could be some falsifying or not truths. I don't know. But I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys some of this info. Let's see, new music. This is for the month of January and February. And these are also bands that only I know of. I mean, there's some other bands that are on there. I got it from it was Wikipedia albums being released in 2024 Wikipedia page. So if you want to go check that out, you can. But what I found was Green Day is releasing a new album. I believe it said in January. And I think the rest of these are going to be in February. You've got Infected Rain, Usher. That's right, I said Usher. I'm not just a metalhead, I'm a little cultured. Um, we got Usher, and then we have Ace Frehley. I guess he's releasing like a solo album. For those of you that don't know, Ace Frehley was the original guitar player for Kiss. Uh, Amaranth is going to be releasing an album, not to be confused with the streamer Amaranth. This is the band. Better. Um, Band that I just got to see live, Darkest Hour. They're coming out with a new album. And then, of course, a lot of you guys know who Job 4 Cowboy is. They're releasing a new album next year as well. And man, that sun started to go down super fast, so we better hurry. Shoot, I inhaled. Oh, look, I've inhaled. Um, did you guys hear that frog? Oh, I should not have drank those 2 strawberry milks today. Well, hello, little bunny. I think I just scared that bunny off. But anyways, before we lose any more daylight and before my cigar decides to die again, we are at the new topic, baby. New topic. Woo! Movies. I completely forgot to be talking about some good old movies, man. And some of the movies that have been released that I know of. If you know of any other movies, or if you think people might enjoy them, drop them in the comments below. Or if you would like to take this conversation off stream, you can go to any of my other social medias, Instagram, Facebook, X/Twitter. If you don't know what X is and you just go by Twitter, because that's what I do. Let's see. TikTok. I post a lot of stuff onto TikTok. Now that I've started to get back into streaming, I'm going to start posting a little bit more content to TikTok. And so yeah, let me know what kind of movies you're into. And like what kind of like genre, like horror, superheroes, all that stuff. The one movie that I cannot wait to see, and I might go see this movie while I'm on Christmas break, Godzilla -1. I have heard so many good things about this movie. I cannot wait to go check it out. I believe it's done by the original Godzilla creator. I believe the guy, or maybe it's the company, that originally made the Godzilla movies, like way back in the day, with black and white and clay, like claymation, and dudes in bodysuits and stuff like that. So I'm really interested to see how everything kind of played out. I've seen some reviews. As with everything, some are, oh, this is a great movie, and then you got the other ones, oh, boo, bad movie because it doesn't keep my attention because it's not a TikTok video. I don't know, but you know where I'm getting with this. Just everyone's got their own opinion. If you're not a Godzilla fan, don't go see the movie. Or if you don't know anything about Godzilla, go check out this movie. And I do have a feeling that this movie is based off of like the original idea for Godzilla. So if you want to know what the original idea for Godzilla was, definitely go check out this movie. Even go check out all the other ones, like Godzilla versus Gigan. Godzilla, that one had Ghidorah and Gigan fighting with each other against Godzilla. You've got Godzilla versus like Mecha Godzilla, Super Ultra Mecha Godzilla, all that stuff. So definitely go check out the Godzilla catalog because it is extensive. Another movie, I don't know if I'll see it in theaters, but I do want to eventually see it. Is the movie with Joaquin Phoenix called Napoleon. It's literally a movie about Napoleon Bonaparte, the infamous, well, not infamous, but you know, shoot, I can't remember what the hell the guy was. I forgot what he was, like a conqueror or something like that. Napoleon the Great. There we go. Or no, that was Alexander the Great. I'm getting my people mixed up. I'm getting my histories cross beamed. But anyways, definitely want to go check out Napoleon. I'll probably wait till it comes to like Peacock or HBO or whatever it's going to come on. Might even come straight to Netflix after it's been in the theaters for a while. Um, I like history. I like, when they do stuff like that, especially, with like Civil War, World War II. Um, I don't think they really make a lot of like stuff about war like today. Um, but I don't know, maybe not that I don't want to make it sound insignificant, but maybe it just doesn't mean as much the wars today than they did back in the day. Um, I don't know. I don't know. You can argue with me like wherever, but that's just my take. Another movie. This is on the realm of horror genre. The movie Thanksgiving. Uh, I guess this guy dresses up like an old pilgrim or whatever it is, and goes around and just like kills people. And I guess he becomes a known serial killer. I forgot what they called him in the trailer. Um, but that looked really neat. That was like a almost like a different take on like a whole like Michael Myers, Jason kind of vibe. Um, and then you have I haven't seen it, so I'm not going to talk shit about it. But you have the Marvels. That is the all female led superhero movie. It's got Miss Marvel, who is played by Brie Larson, and then you have no, that's Captain Marvel. Miss Marvel is Kamala Khan. I forgot who played that character, and then I forgot who Captain Marvel's friend was, but she's in it, and I even forgot what her name is. Only because like they really haven't done much to kind of like boost like that type of a franchise. So I don't know if like putting those three together. I mean, I understand the whole like woman power and stuff like that, but at the same time, if you're gonna try to shove it down everyone's throat, like no one's gonna really care, especially if the movie isn't made right, and then especially when people are kind of putting the blame on other people instead of just saying, "Yeah, we made a shit product." It's like, no, well, we didn't have people that were supposed to be there to kind of guide everything. Because I've read some of the reviews, or I've read some of the little snippets here and there, and that's what the people that's what the I guess producers or whatever have been saying about the movie, is that it was made during the pandemic, so certain people couldn't be there that were supposed to be there, blah 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 blah. It's like, dude, y'all made a shit movie, take it on the chin. If y'all hear any of that, I do apologize. Or maybe I don't know. Like I said, it's the chaotic corner, anything can happen, baby. But yeah, I will probably watch the Marvels eventually, probably when it comes to Disney Plus or something. Um, I'm gonna check. I'll at least check it out. I've watched all the other other Marvel stuff, so might as well. All right. Well, it's starting to look like we are losing the rest of our daylight. So that means we are going to end the chaotic corner right here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. You guys have been amazing. If you like what you see, like what you hear, you want to continue the conversation, I'm sure you can either type here, and I'll probably see the comment at some point if YouTube notifies me, or if you want to take this to any other platform, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, you can find me there, and we can chat about what we talked about here, or if you guys have any questions about whatever. I'm a bus driver, I'm a drummer, um, husband, father, whatever you guys got questions, I may or may not have answers. So thank you guys for tuning in. I've been your crazy host, Chaotic JGD 21. You guys are the crazy chaotic raiders out there. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you guys in probably 30 minutes or so with some God of War gameplay, and we're going to Valhalla, baby. Woo!